Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of StarCraft 2, where I go through the missions and tell you how to get the achievements. Today's mission is Amon's Reach, in the Legacy of the Void campaign, and the achievements for the mission are Amon's Reach, complete the mission, close call, don't let the conduit drop below 2,000 life, jump the gun, free all launch bays before the last Thrasher appears on normal. Now this mission isn't really hard, but I'm kind of frustrated with it because I've already recorded this audio twice now. And I've had trouble both times. This week is being hell to me. But anyways, enough about my technical difficulties and my sickness returning. Let's get to the mission. Basically, this mission, there's going to be, it's kind of like a glorified escort mission, or as close to an escort mission as you can get in a RTS, because you have to defend the conduit from Thrashers, which will appear at random times. And I do believe there's 7 of them that appear. You want to defeat this mission, you want to beat this mission before that 7th one appears. And how to do that is to go and free the launch bays. And there are 4 launch bays around the arena. Or map. Arena map, yes. So, an easy way to do it is to make Dark Templar and kind of sneak around. But the only problem is you have early level Dark Templar. So, they don't have later levels. They're Dark Templars that have a stun ability. So when they run into things like detection or a spore crawler which can detect them, they can stun it so it can't see them and keep running, kill the launch bay creep caps, and move on before the detection comes back. So we gotta come up with a way to get units in there that can't be detected, but can take out the detection that can see them. So a way to do that is to kind of make an equal force of Dark Templar, Zealots, and Stalkers. And then remember to make sentries because you want heals, because healing is nice. Put that on a shirt. But anyways, the sentries are very essential because Dark Templars are very expensive units. They cost 125 minerals and 125 gas. So they are a very expensive investment, but they are worth it because they do a lot of damage and they are constantly cloaked, and their cloak doesn't require energy. So that's a really good thing. And you won't really need a defense at the base, so you can put one out just to be on the safe side. I do a little later in the mission. 2 cannons and a battery should be enough to defend the base. So if you feel the need, put that up. Or if your force is mobile enough, you don't have to put it there. You can just, go out and come back. But I would suggest putting the cannons there. This way, if your force is caught, say over there in the top left where that launch bay is, you don't have to come all the way across the map and risk losing 2 or 3 pylons and a warp gate. Instead, just put the cannons down, so this way you don't have to worry about that. But like I was saying, just build an equal force of Stalkers, Zealots, and Templar. And if you have that equal force, this mission is pretty simple. Because all you have to do is walk over, bust an infested creep cap, or I think the first one is literally just a little glowy sphere on the ground, so you just have to move a unit over that, and that counts. But the rest of them got infested caps on them. And then once you have a sizable force you think can stand out there on its own, go ahead and move out. And basically, you'll move out, cap turn on a launch bay, come back to the base, kill a thrasher, then move out, cap a launch bay, come back to the base, wait for the thrasher, kill the thrasher, and then just kind of keep that pattern going if you want to keep a pattern. You can just move out and try to cap as many launch bays as you can before a thrasher comes, but you might be caught capping a launch bay when a thrasher comes and can't get back, and thus your conduit will take more damage. So it's just kind of good to have that yo-yo movement, to where you move out, get an objective, move back, and wait. Kill the thrasher, go out, get the objective, move back, and wait. Also, I gotta say, the pylon drop is essential for this mission, because that's 550 minerals you don't have to spend on units, because it drops a pylon, it drops 2 stalkers, and it drops 2 zealots, which these zealots cost 100 apiece, 100 minerals apiece. The stalkers cost 100 minerals, or 125 minerals, and 50 gas. So it's actually 600 minerals and 100 gas that it saves you. So that makes it very invaluable. Also, don't forget to keep your upgrades going. As you can see, my forge is going off in the top of the left screen, so that means I'm actually remembering my upgrades this time. A lot of times I get through like 2/3 of the mission and I'm going, why are my units dying so oh, I don't have any upgrades on them. So just remember that as you're advancing through the mission. Kind of keep it in the back of your mind. And here comes the second thresher. So like I said, I'm going to move out, cap that, and then move on to the launch bay. Or move out, kill the thrasher, then cap the launch bay. And meanwhile, while I'm doing that, I'm going to keep making a force of stalkers, zealots, and Templar. And then every once in a while a sentry, because, you know, healing. I know it's not true healing like a freaking medic, but hey, shields are the fart glass cloud race is life. Everybody looks at me weird when I say that. It's like, just watch them, because anytime you see them in a cutscene when they use their blink or something like that, that's what they are. They're giant fart clouds. It's like, replace all the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh with... I want somebody to do that. Just make a recut of one of the, like, the cutscenes of, like, Zeratul doing all his, like, cool, blinky, back and forth, like, combat stuff, but just with, like, fart noises every time he does it. Yeah, again, sorry if my voice is sounds a little bit weird, or I go weirder than normal on my conversations, because I've been sick this last week, so I'm still sick right now as of the recording, but I'm able to speak coherently. So I'm like, I'm doing recordings. You can't stop me. Meh. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like I said, you want to move out, destroy a cap, and then destroy a thrasher. Then kind of move back towards the base, or well, destroy a cap, move back towards the base. When the thrasher spawns, kill the thrasher. Then move out, destroy the cap. So as long as you kind of get that rhythm down. Now, more advanced players, they don't need to, you know, do that thing, because they've got their own little rhythm that they're used to. But this video isn't for them, because if they know how to play, why the hell are they watching me? Yeah, see, if we had the advanced Dark Templar, they would have just walked by and stunned that Overseer and so the units can just move by it without having to actually deal with it. Which is something you can do. I mean, you can complete the campaign on like a lower difficulty, and then when you have all your tech and upgrades, come back and go through the missions with higher level units. If you're finding a mission too difficult, I suggest coming back and using higher level units to do that, because it just makes it so much easier and it's not so much of a pain on you. Yeah, I missed this one when I went to kill that thrasher. I walked right by it. See, I'm gonna kind of move in towards the middle here. There should be another thrasher spawning pretty soon. Yeah, I'm also kind of wired because, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is the second time I've had to record this audio. Plus, I just got off of one of like the most hair-raising videos from last night, which was basically probably the hardest mission I've ever had to do in StarCraft, and that was the Belly of the Beast mission in the Wings of Liberty campaign. Just because it's not so much the difficulty, but the length, because it has like 12 parts to it, and you don't actually have a base. It's a commander mission, which it would be okay, but you can't let any of your commanders get incapacitated. They have a self-res, but if you want the achievements, you can't let them get incapacitated. And some of them die really, really quick. So you just gotta kind of move through there real fast, but not too fast, because if you move too fast, then you die. So, and the whole way, like the second half of that mission, the whole way you're chased by lava. So it's really, yeah. And then before I started doing this video, I was working on the other video. I think it's Fire in the Sky, and halfway through recording the audio for that one, I find half the video is gone. I'm like, so I had to do like a quick backtrack and find out where it went, and like my source video, half of it was gone, and I was like, oh my god. So I had a mini heart attack and trying to track that down. Finally got that sorted out, and then I started recording, got that one finished, started recording this one, and the audio was corrupt on the first one. I was like, oh. So I did it again, and then the audio disappeared. And I was like, what the? So, I'm sick. Things are disappearing. I'm not sure if I'm crazy right now. Today has been one of those days. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, as y'all can tell, I've got my power field set up pretty well, so I'm stacking up my pylons. Again, I wouldn't suggest doing this in a multiplayer match, just because a well-skilled player will scout that out, and basically, that is like a big target on your base. So if they have siege weapons, that's the prime place they'll put an ambush. And there's nothing like having four pylons go down at once, and then finding out you're 30 behind supply, you know, because that just hurts. So if you're in multiplayer, keep your pylons spread out, and it not so much in campaign or the co-op missions, because the co-op missions have the same AI as the campaign, and the campaign really doesn't punish you that much for doing stuff like that. Now, if it was players, they absolutely do punish you for doing stuff like that. So, it's just fair warning for if you go out into the, into the real RTS world and, like, start doing stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, all my pylons are dead. What the heck happened? But, yeah. Anyways, guys, that was how to get the achievements in this mission and what's been going on for the past week in my life. Honestly, probably the roughest week I've had this entire time recording StarCraft, so it's not too bad. But if y'all like what y'all saw or heard, give me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you soon.